my nectarines, Nono here and I'm back with another video, and I'm going to start off by saying Happy New Year, as this is my first video for the year, and we're starting off strong with the new BTArtbox Bare Collection. If you didn't know about these, it's a completely plain Xcoattips, and these are absolutely stunning, you guys. They come in a variety of shades and sizes and shapes, and you can play around. You can leave them bare, or you can do a bunch of customizations and play around with different nail art. I think these are perfect for someone who's always wanted to try a BTArtbox but was a little bit nervous. This collection is truly the best. Prior to me filming, I hadn't actually opened the box up, and I thought, let me just unbox with you guys. I just generally assumed that you get one shade the entire packet or the entire box, but boy was I wrong, because you get 5 different shades, you guys, in one box. I was so happy because before you would only get one shade, so I'm really excited for this. Let's quickly go through the shades so you guys can see. The first one is called Milky Pink. I really like this one. It is so subtle and so pretty. I'll also be running my finger so you guys can see the level of transparency. The second shade is called Blush, and this one's got like purple undertones. The third one is called Dusty Rose. Now you guys know Dusty Rose is my fave. The fourth one is called Porcelain, and I thought this one was just so pretty. And then lastly we have Pink Mist. I found that Pink Mist is a little bit more transparent than the rest, but just as beautiful. So I decided to go out of my comfort zone for today. I'm challenging myself, and I usually go for Dusty Rose because the brown just looks so good up against my skin. But for today, we're going to be using the Porcelain shade. I also wanted to use the long square instead of the long stiletto because, again, I just have a weakness for that shape when it comes to the tips. But the long square is just as beautiful, you guys. I'm going straight in and picking my sizes. As always, making sure that they fit from sidewall to sidewall. And one of my favorite things to do before I attach the Xcoattips is to just remove the little nibs that are on the free edge. And this is a quick and easy step to do. That way, once I'm done with my application, I don't have to worry about going back and doing this step. For today, I'm going to be using the BTArtbox Brush On Nail Glue. I really have been enjoying this glue when it comes to attaching Xcoattips. But you guys, when it comes to attaching other brands, unfortunately, this glue doesn't work as well. So I'm just letting you know what I've noticed. But other than that, it's awesome for Xcoattips. I went off camera and applied a thin layer of my peel-off base. That way we can pop off the nails once we're done. Now I want to show you guys how I've mastered my nail glue technique, and it is foolproof and it just works really well. I start off by applying the glue inside the tip itself, place it over to the side, and this just allows it to get a little bit tacky. That way it's not flowing all over the place. And then I apply a thin layer to my natural nail. You want to make sure that this layer isn't touching your skin, so you're leaving a nice little gap between the natural nail and your skin. I use the 45-degree method when I'm applying the nail. That way, as you're pressing down, the glue is going towards the top of the nail instead of squeezing out. And then once I see that there aren't any air bubbles, you do want to hold for a good 2 minutes, because I find that if you let go too quickly, that's when you get air bubbles, and that could cause your nails to not last as long. I found that this technique has worked really well. Most importantly for me is that the glue doesn't flood my cuticles. It is the worst feeling ever getting brush on glue or any sort of nail glue or touching your skin. It isn't a nice feeling, but this works really well. And here's how my nails are looking straight after the application. As you guys can see, I don't have any crusty glue in areas that it shouldn't be there. I did have a little bit of a mishap on the middle finger where the glue touched underneath the nail, but with some acetone, just quickly clean it, and as you can see, they look so beautiful. And now let's get into the nail art. By the way, I did the nail art 2 days later, and even though I applied peel off base, the nails still were intact and they look so good. I tell you, that brush on glue with Xcoattips works really well. And now I want to show you guys how I created this design. I started off by applying a thin layer of some matte top coat, and then I went in with my marble ink. I initially went in with the brush from the bottle, but I found that it made the lines too thick and too messy. So I decided to just use one of my nail art brushes instead, and that way the lines were just a little bit straighter and narrower. I'm dipping straight into the bottle, and I started off by doing my horizontal lines. Then right after that I did my vertical lines, and all you do is go back in where the lines kind of cross over, and you just add a little bit more dots of the marble ink, and this just gives that nice like darker pigment in those areas, making it look like a true gingham pattern. I also loved the feel that the marble ink gave to the pattern itself. It made it more playful, and I like that the lines were not perfectly straight, they were squiggly, and it just gives me all the right feels. Okay, I'm obsessed with the gingham pattern, and I honestly try not to incorporate it on every design, but it's just such a satisfying design to create, and I just love the finish. And I'm going to be going in with step 1 from the protection duo, which is the builder gel. This is just going to seal in all that nail art while adding added strength to the overall nail. I went ahead and cured it for a good 60 seconds, and afterwards I removed the inhibition layer because I wanted to go in with some 3D nail art. And to do that, I'm going to be using the Xcoattips Gap Filled solid glue gel, and I just wanted to sculpt something that is like really cute. So I thought of doing the heart-shaped cherries that I've been seeing. I know Valentine's Day has passed, but I still wanted to do some like Valentine's themed nails, and hey, it's still the month of love, so here we are. So I'm starting off by sculpting the little hearts. If you have some 3D hearts, you guys, honestly, like charms, that's what I'm trying to say, if you have 3D charms, I feel like you can do that as well. But because I haven't filmed or done any nail art in a while, child, let's not talk about it. I felt like challenging myself a bit, so this is how the hearts are looking after I cured them. Now we're going to be adding some color to them using some jelly red polish, and I'm going to use a thinner liner brush, that way I'm more precise. I did decide to go in with 2 coats overall, that way the cherries are nice and more saturated and are deep in color, and yeah, they look juicy as well. Off camera, I just rolled out some thin solid glue gel sticks, and I'm just painting them green so they look more realistic. And then in the center where they come together, I decided to add a 3D bow. Unfortunately, I don't have ones that are like colored already, like white or red or black. The ones that I have are transparent, and so I had to use some white pat gel to add some pigment to it. And then once I was done adding the white off camera, I'm really sorry I couldn't show you guys because it was so tiny, I finished off by adding some white on the edge of the bow, and I think it looks so cute. It just made it look absolutely adorable. Now we're finishing everything off by going with the second step from the protection duo, which is the top coat, and now we're just going to seal everything in, and then once I'm done, I'm going to cure in my lamp for 60 seconds. And I'm finishing off with my favorite nail strengthening cuticle oil. This is the nail ash cuticle oil from BTArtbox. I just love it. I just saturate my entire hand. And with that, you guys, we are done with today's set. Please let me know what you guys think. I honestly thought it was so adorable. I like the fact that I didn't do too much nail art because the star of today's show were the bare tips, so I wanted the color to still show through. If you guys guys would like to try these, I will link them in the description box. If you shop through the link in the description box, you get an automatic 10% off, or you can just use my code Necta10 when you're shopping on the site. Lastly, I would like to thank BTArtbox for sponsoring today's video, and I am officially back on YouTube. I'm sorry I've been MIA, but I promise there's more content coming your way. I hope you guys are having a phenomenal day wherever you are. Love you guys. Bye.